So this week I haven't really gotten like any practice in. It's been a very busy week, so probably a little rusty with Willies. But it was last Friday. My brother and we had planned to go pick up these two Groms. We had found somebody selling them pretty cheap, and they were like brand new. Like one had 400 miles, one had 200 miles. Then the day before going to get them, a guy messages me and says that he can't find the title for them. Now for the one I was getting, I didn't care about the title since, you know, it's going to be taken off the frame. But my brother did. So, and it was like a 5-hour trip, but we were going to do it because it was such a good deal. But guy backed out, so we didn't do it. And my brother ended up that day getting a XR 100S for like $150. It's like a really old, it's like a 1970 something bike. Really old. He plans on like restoring it. It's pretty much like a vintage bike. A vintage dirt bike. And Saturday, yeah, it was Saturday, my brother and I drove like 3 hours and picked up this Honda Grom. Unfortunately, when I got there, it did not look in good condition as it was in the pictures, but it had a handbrake. Apparently it's a big block kit, so it's not a 125. I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna take the engine apart, figure out what's exactly been done to it. And then later on that day, I had a really good deal on a CRF 110 to grab. Like, cheap. It had an aftermarket exhaust. It looked really clean. And last minute, right before I was going to go meet up with a guy, and I think it was going to be like a 2-hour drive, not even, to go meet up with him. I message him and I go, like, you still good to meet up at the time we sat? And he didn't respond, and then he blocked me. So I'm guessing he sold it. And when I always look at people's reviews on their account before I decide if I'm going to like buy something from them, and he had all good reviews but only one bad one that said that he backed out of a deal last minute. And I was like, I don't know about that. And then that's exactly what happened to me. So then we started looking around and we found another one for a little more. And the guy was willing to meet that day. And I got it. So today, today will be the first video that I record of doing the CRF 110 Grom swap. I still have the 2 challenges to complete, but the build's gonna take a while. I'm gonna try to take my time with it to do everything right. Like, right now, all yesterday, I spent stripping all the paint off the rims for the Grom, because it has like 3 coats on it. Like, there was like a blue coat, there was like 2 coats of blue that were different, a coat of white, and like the original coating. And it wasn't done very good. Like, it was all chipped up and stuff, so I'm using some paint remover and we're peeling all the paint off, and I'm gonna prime and redo them the proper way. The swing arm I cleaned up too and repainted. We'll see how that one turns out. And then the handbrake bracket I repainted as well, because that's red and I'd rather it be black. So I'm also still debating whether if I want to strip the paint off of the triple tree, because the triple tree is like, the paint there is pretty strong. It does have some marks where you can see stuff, but it's kind of like something you don't really see as much. So, because if I paint it, then that's just gonna, I won't really be doing much today. We'll see what exactly I do. But there's so much paint on the rims that it's taking forever to strip off. Like I spent like all yesterday like just like using the drill and buff all the paint off that I could, as well as using the paint remover. But I haven't done any wheelies with the 110. I did ride it around, and I like the riding position way more than this thing. Like so the 110, like looking at it, it doesn't really look that much bigger. It doesn't look like super bigger, but like you see how my knees sit above the gas tank? They don't on the 110. They're like right here, which is pretty nice. In the seat is fully comfortable. Like the seat I can fully set on. I almost makes me wish I would have got the 110 to begin with, but the 50 just being like even smaller, I don't know if I would have progressed as quickly. Because like with this 50, you could just do anything super easily without like any like repercussions. Whoa. Next week I'll be able to do a stunt video again. I didn't do one this week because I was just so busy. We're done with doing the scrapes for now. We're really gonna focus on one-handers and no-handers, I think, for the next video, because we need to get the challenge completed before the bike is done, or around the same time the bike is done. And the last two challenges are just super hard, so also been looking into it, and with the CRF 110 we had the Grom suspension on it, the Grom engine. I could probably put turn signals and stuff on it. I'm gonna try to get it street legal. So you can't get a CRF 110 technically street legal, but you can get a VIN number for a custom, it's called like a special crafted motorcycle is what it's called. You can get a VIN, so you have to go get it inspected and stuff, and they have to check it and make sure everything's good on it, and then they'll give you a VIN number, and then you can get it registered as a special crafted vehicle. So I don't know how hard it is to do, but it is something you can do. So we'll see. I already know disc brakes are gonna feel so good for these. I actually cannot wait for it. Cannot wait. I don't think I had the camera set to not rotate, so it was probably rotating like crazy during that. So I noticed with the C-standers, I guess because of the angle my body's at, the GoPro will flip its orientation. Whoa. That Grom I got though was pretty beat up. It looked like it had been dropped a ton. It has like a the 12 bar crash cage, and it has this, like a engine protection, but the engine bolts were all loose. Like the whole engine was loose on that thing. when I started up, it was like rattling. And I was worried it was the engine rattling at first, and then I saw that all the bolts were loose. So, and I don't even know if it has an oil pump. The guy I bought it from said that he was not the one to build it. That he bought it from someone else who had it fully built. So, I'm guessing that guy wanted to learn how to wheelie, but it didn't work out. I don't know. But he said it had, he gave me a list of stuff that it had done to it, and I guess that's the stuff he knew from when he bought it. And it said it had upgraded suspension. It said it had a, I think it was DH or DK motoring big block kit, something like that. And something with the their head too. So we'll know when we crack into the engine. I'm hoping it's already got an oil pump. I imagine it does. If the previous owner put the big block kit in it, I would imagine he would have done, if he was a stunter, he would have done the, you know, an oil pump. Especially running like a big block kit. Had to have. We'll know when we crack into it. I'm also, one thing I'm worried about is, like, I see guys popping wheelies with their Groms, and they be like doing like some crazy stuff sometimes where they're like, they like jump up and like set down like that bounce the suspension. I'm not trying to do all that. So I don't know, we might gear it differently. We're gonna see. We'll see what it does and then go from there with the gearing. I feel like it should pop up easily. I mean, it's gonna be on a, it's gonna be lighter than a regular Grom. It's gonna be, should be lighter, I believe. It's not gonna have all the extra like fairings, and I think the frame is lighter. It's not gonna have the headlight. It's not gonna have that big gas tank. Should be a lot lighter. Oh yeah, so in the video, like, I'll be talking about it more for the build, but I think I'm gonna make the brackets myself. It's pretty cheap to get the material that'll be like strong enough to make the brackets to like hold the swing arm, shock on and stuff. So we're gonna see how it works out. Hoping I get the rims painted today so that we can get them on. I haven't even touched the CRF 110 yet. It hasn't had anything taken off of it. Only thing it's had is, or only thing I really done is just completely strip the Grom down. I'm gonna try to sell the extra ground parts. The plastics are kind of beat up, so I don't know if they'll sell, but it has a stunt cage, so I'm gonna try to sell that. in my wheelies. Hey, just a drop back. Very far back there. Oh, there's a bird in the road. Get out of the way. Check my phone. We got a little bit longer. The XL100 that my brother bought is like so rusty. There was like no exhaust. But we got the engine off of that. And literally the main thing with that is like stripping the whole thing down and getting down to the frame so that he can clean it up and paint it. And then after the frame, probably the forks, the swing arm is what I'll probably tell him to do next, and then the shocks, and then the rims. Even the rims are a little rusty. And that thing has drum brakes too. That thing's bigger than the 110, but has a smaller engine. I'm trying to think of what he said it was. It's like a 1973 or 1976, somewhere around there. What? Oh, yawning. His plan is to completely restore it and then make it where it's like a, you know, a vintage motorcycle, but he wants to like modernize some of the stuff on it. So he's gonna put like LED lights on it, but probably make them look like they're not LEDs. So he's gonna keep like the stock headlight setup, but then just put like an LED light inside there, and then LED brake light, turn signals. And I think he's gonna put an electric dash in there too. Hopefully it stays stunny like this so I can keep working on the build. Oh. There's much to do, much to do. Let's try a knee knocker because we've been actually working on those, but I haven't practiced in the last few days, so my issue with these is it's hard to like control my side-to-side balance with these. See, I really struggle with going left. And since this is a little bend right here, it makes it even harder to get around. I know I gotta put like no weight on my brake foot. And I tried using the handbrake. That was one of the tips I got, was using a handbrake. And it worked pretty good. It did help me with getting like that weight off of it. But I had one time where like I went too far back. I pulled the handbrake all the way in. You know, the handbrake's not that strong. Even when pulled in all the way, sometimes it just does not stop you. And like I coasted and I was just going further and further back. And then I tapped the, I gotta like stomp the foot brake. And I came down really hard and I was still holding the front brake. And when you push down the foot brake, it makes it where the handbrake is easier to pull in. So that went in a little more. And I kind of like death gripped it in, and I had it like I belted off to the side, but it was all good. Well, this is where we're gonna end this video. I don't know why I'm yawning, got tired. I'm gonna be starting on the next video, which will be doing the first steps of the CRF 110, which will be tearing her down. Alright, peace.